Welcome. I'll be reacting to Star Trek The Animated Series, Season 1, Episode 14. This is not a market substitute. Support the original on Paramount+. Engage.
What is it, Lieutenant?
I've studied the history of the Slaver Empire, but it's sketchy. We know they were masters of all the intelligent beings in this galaxy a billion years ago, until one race revolted.
The stasis boxes are the only remnant of those lost civilizations.
Guys, it's glowing.
Most peculiar. This indicates there is another stasis box circling Beta Lyrae.
The word trap comes to mind.
I never did like these little ice-bound worlds.
We are not tourists here, Lieutenant.
Mr. Spock, if it takes a stasis box to find another stasis box, how did anyone ever find the first one?
As with a number of discoveries, purely by accident, Lieutenant.
TRAP.
The lean, bedraggled one is a reader of minds.
I've heard all Gazenti telepaths are unhappy neurotics. He fits the description.
There is no sure way to guard our thoughts from him. She and I are inferior beings to them. But the Gazindi are meat eaters. If you sense him reading your mind, think of eating a raw vegetable.
Yes, sir. Maybe I can goad them into revealing their purpose.
Asparagus.
Lieutenant Uhura, in the presence of the Gazindi, do not say anything. Do not do anything startling. Try
Why?
to look harmless.
Any special reason?
Are you forgetting Khazinti females are dumb animals? In an emergency, the Khazinti may forget a human female is an intelligent creature.
If she plays to the role of what they already think of females as having, she'll be able to think of a better way to escape, because she'll be out of the limelight.
You're a Vulcan. I feel no pressing need to talk to an eater of roots and leaves. You are prisoners aboard the privateer Traitor's Claw.
Traitor's Claw. I love that name.
Always you have had superior equipment. We seek a weapon that will defeat you at last.
Then you're really working for the Kazenti government.
But if we succeed, you are meat for our tables.
Can that be a picture of a slaver?
If so, it is the first ever discovered.
It's just a selfie.
Over 1 billion years in that box and it looks fresh.
Uhura, you weren't supposed to say anything.
Ah! Nothing like this has ever been found. This weapon may well mean the end of man.
You don't know it's a weapon yet.
The other human is only a female. The third is a pacifistic herbivore. Surely you would not force me to delve such mines.
It kind of looks like a hairdryer.
A good serviceable telescope. They built well, these slavers.
Merely a laser. The Federation has had a more effective model for over 100 years.
Nice. Oh, good. Uhura's off the police net. Go! They might not even notice she's gone.
Human females are intelligent.
So close.
We are fortunate none of the settings so far have been superior to the technology now available to the Federation. The fifth setting seems to be an energy absorber. Fascinating.
Ugh. Oh no!
Captain, what happened?
Shuffed Captain has been attacked by an herbivorous pacifist. I left him alive. Shuffed Captain's honor is at stake.
Oh, that's clever.
This weapon must have belonged to a spy, an espionage agent.
The slavers would have wanted to keep it a secret weapon. If so, it is logical to assume it has a self-destruct setting too.
But we've seen all the phases.
Perhaps not.
Whoa! Well, okay. That's a bit OP.
Fascinating. almost beyond theoretical limits. Total conversion of matter to energy.
What is the last thing you remember?
We were on a mission. I may not tell you of it unless you know certain code words.
It may be a broad beam weapon for use only from orbit. We saw its power. I suggest you fire at a very distant target.
Very well.
You've been turned off. You do not know for how long.
No sign of the weapon, of course. It would have looked nice in some museum.
It belongs in a museum!
It never would have reached the museum, Lieutenant. There was too much power in that one setting. If not the Kazinti, the Klingons or some other species would have tried to possess it.
Yeah, they would have had to destroy it regardless.
Didn't you say the Kazinti have legends of weapons haunted by their dead owners?
Yes.
Yeah, because they were right this time. It is interesting having the idea of an advanced race that have left behind certain artifacts, that some of which are helpful, some of which we've now gone beyond, and some, like the empty box, maybe we just didn't understand. I think this is an episode that I would have enjoyed more when I was younger and was really into super soakers and spy gadgets, things like that, because the device that has all those different settings is just exactly what kids love. And I could totally see going out in the backyard afterward with my water gun, pretending it was on different settings. So I would say this episode is very imaginative, but it didn't really draw me in from a plot perspective. I didn't find it particularly compelling. I just thought it was like, oh, this is really fun. Interesting concept. But it was like icing without cake. I got the feeling that in the writer's room, they were like, this is such a cool idea. And everyone was like, yeah. But they didn't get around to coming up with an actual story beyond that. So it's like they have this concept, but that's it. The only story piece was Uhura getting captured. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this episode. Honestly, I really enjoyed it, but just from a gadget perspective, not from it being a good episode. What did you think? Did you enjoy just kind of learning about the ancient alien race? Was that enough? Let me know in the comments.